14-year-old Tyre Sampson, his harness was still attached after fatal fall from an amusement park ride. More details after this. Hello everyone and welcome back to AG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis of the most popular topics in the world today. In today's video, we're going to do a follow-up from the previous video about talking about Tyre Sampson, the young man that fell from the FreeFall ride in Icon Park in Orlando, Florida. Before I dive into the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. It'll let everyone know in YouTube land that we are the best family on this side of YouTube, and that those people, we should invite more people by clicking the like button. That would do me a huge favor. For my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm gonna dive in. Missouri teen Tyre Sampson came out of his seat when the ride's magnets engaged during the descent, according to Florida officials who are still investigating the death. New details have been released about the investigation to the death of the 14-year-old boy who fell from an amusement park ride in Florida last week. Missouri teen Tyre Sampson was visiting Icon Park on Thursday when he boarded the Orlando FreeFall ride at 430 Drop Tower around 11 p.m. When the ride's magnets engaged upon descent, Sampson came out of his seat, according to an accident report released Monday by the Florida Commissioner of Agriculture and Consumer Services. The report went on to note that Sampson's harness was still in a locked down position when the ride stopped. The teen died from multiple injuries and trauma at the scene. Words cannot express the sorrow felt by the tragic loss of such a young man, and my thoughts and prayers are with his family during this unimaginable difficult time, said the commissioner. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services is actively investigating the incident, along with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. We hope the subsequent findings will be able to inform us all to how this tragedy occurred and will precipitate any changes necessary to better protect patrons of amusement rides in Florida. Although additional details about the incident remain the subject of an ongoing investigation, the boy's family has raised concerns that he may have been too large to safely ride on the attraction. Sampson's father, Sampson's father, Yarnell Sampson, told CNN on Friday that his son was 340 pounds. According to the ride safety manual, the maximum passenger weight is 130 kilograms, which is roughly about 287 pounds. Be careful when seeing if large guests fit into the seats, the manual states. Check that they fit within the contours of the seat and the bracket fits properly. If this is not so, do not let this person ride. I wonder if those attendants actually read that manual before they actually took that job and kept that in the back of their mind. The Orange County Sheriff's Office said on Friday that they will be looking into a number of factors, but based on preliminary evidence, it appears to be a terrible tragedy. During the press conference, police also stressed that absolutely no criminal charges have been filed. Wow. Yeah, this is a pretty lengthy story, but I'm gonna dive into it from that point on. I'm not gonna bore you with the details. We're just gonna dive right in. All right, so the handbook said that the largest person that can fit in the seat was 287 pounds. Okay, So now we got this kid who was 53 pounds larger than what the manual says for it to be a safe ride. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, now it's to the point that when I'm thinking about it, it's like, okay, they actually did lock him in. He was locked in. It was in a locked state. At least that's going to the report. And no criminal charges being filed, which, okay, technically you really can't file criminal charges. You can say someone did something wrong, but it was all negligence. So it's like, okay, did they check him? I mean, that's still the remaining question that's still left to be answered. Did they really check him? You know what I'm saying? Because if you'd checked him and you trying to do what you got to do, make sure he all attached and everything, and you pulling on stuff and everything, and he slide out, you like, whoa, nah, you can't get on that. So, you know, that's crazy. I mean, I'm a big boy, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not 360 pounds, you know, but I'm sorry, not 360. He's not 360. He's 350, around that range. I forget what it said, but 3 something, 3 plus something. You know what I'm saying? If anything, the ironic thing is that he slipped out of the ride. Like, it would seem to me, with you being such a big dude, like you trying to, you know, when you going up and down doing this and that, you would think that a big person would get stuck, and like a smaller frame person would just slide right out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand what they're sitting there saying. It couldn't have been fully engaged. I mean, I understand the lock might have been, you know, he might have slid out and it might have automatically went down and locked in, you know, when he got off, you know, from the force or whatever, you know, but he might not have been all the way locked in. He might have just been in just enough, you know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part. But it was another report actually coming out. You know, I think it was one of his friends that went down there to the park with him. And ironically, he said, now this was his words, his friend said, "Tell my mom and my dad that I love them." Okay. You want an amusement park ride. You're telling your friend to tell your mom and your dad that you love them. When someone tells you something like that, in the back of your mind, you're thinking like, well, why you can't tell them? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your mom and your dad. But apparently he must have knew that something wasn't going to be right. You know what I'm saying? Once he got on, he could have told them that when I believe what they said was he told them that he was sitting next to him, and he told him that while he was sitting next to him. So he must have knew at that time when he was on the ride that something wasn't right. That he was on the ride and it wasn't locking in, and it was just like he must have knew. You know what I'm saying? But that goes back to saying someone should have checked the ride. Someone should have pulled on it and yanked on it and did what needed to be done to make sure this kid didn't fall out of the harness. Man, another life of a young boy that was lost for no reason, but no apparent reason. You know what I mean? He could have grown up to be anything he wanted to be in this world. You know what I'm saying? I know he was a big boy. You know, he was on the football team. He could have went on and been a star football player and went out to help, you know, thousands of people that needed the help. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's unfortunate thing that it happened to him, but yeah, it's just, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine what those parents are going through. I mean, because they was on a trip. You lived in Missouri. You went all the way to Orlando, Florida, where it's supposed to be fun and happy and everything is wonderful and great. That's the last thing on the back of your mind. You're thinking like, you know, all right, well, I'll see y'all when I get back. You know, so your mom and dad was home. So now they get the news. Now you tripping. You like, what the, you know what I'm saying? So it's a sad situation. Yeah, so just thinking about it, and I just had a little flashback of that video that I posted earlier, and it's just like, wow, that really happened. Like, that really happened. Wow. All right, well, that's the end of my story. I'll put the rest of the the link in the description to the actual full story so that you can go on and read on it if you want to, and do your own investigation, do whatever you decide you want to do. I thank every single one of y'all for coming out watching the video thus far. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the report that came out that was saying, he was 53 pounds overweight to be on that ride. Okay. Do you think that it was negligence by the attendee, or the attendant rather? If you ask me, I'm gonna say yeah, because he should have pulled on it. He should have told him, listen, big fella, you can't get on. You too big for this ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they have stuff posted all over the the park. So at least I will hope. You know what I'm saying? But all right, well, y'all, I'll see y'all a little bit later on the next video. I thank you for coming out, watching thus far. I love every single one of y'all. And y'all be careful out there. Love y'all. Peace.